Hey guys, I just wanted to talk for a little bit, um, mainly about like what's going on in the world right now. I mean, of course, some stuff's happened over the past few days, but like, let alone just today, like it's been a crazy like few weeks or like just time in general recently. Um, I don't really have like an area to like start with, but I do have some stuff like I just feel like it's just sickening and crazy that has happened. Um, with like the first thing starting first, like first thing I heard about today, I got to work and I heard that Charlie Kirk, a political Republican, was shot and killed at a Utah college campus. Um, I heard about that. I didn't believe it at first because, I mean, the dude's he's a younger guy. I mean, he's 31 years old. He has two young kids and he's married. I didn't really believe that he died at first, but I looked it up and I wasn't trying to see the video of the assassination, but I it came up and I had to like see that without wanting to. Um, I looked into it a little bit, and apparently he was debating with some. I think it was a student, maybe it was someone like there for the event, for the political event. But he was. I'm pretty sure I might be wrong, but from what I've seen, this is what was happening. He was debating with somebody about mass shootings, talking about how there's been so many, and then he brought something to do with transgender people into it. Then again, I'm not for sure like the whole conversation. Like I'm not seeing like any clips of the conversation. And then the person he was debating with said, um, "How many mass shootings has there been over the past year or so, or something like that? I don't know." And then he said, "I don't like." He says, "I don't know how many of those haven't been gang related." Because he was talking about gang violence too. So they were talking about mass like gun violence and mass gang violence. And I'm pretty sure moments after that part of the debate was over, he was shot in his neck. Um, I heard that he was transported and he was in like a critical condition but still alive whenever he was got transported. But people like once they saw the video of him and people that were there that made like comments and posts about it, they just said like the shot was so bad they don't think he would make it through, and he ended up passing away tragically at the age of 31 from the shot. They thought they had a suspect in custody. I saw a post some from some news source, but apparently they after they interrogated the guy, he was let go. So I haven't seen anything recently that says that they found a guy that was like of interest, like a suspect of interest. But I think I saw something where it said the person that was the shooter had to have been about 200 yards away. And I saw somebody, like it was in some comment section on some video of Charlie, but they were saying something that the shot was very precise, that it must have, like, that it could have been someone from like a ex-military person or something like that. I don't know, like, if that's a possibility or something like that, but you never know today because everything happens in the world. Um, and then, like, another thing, I don't know if it was a subway, but I know it was like a train station or something like that. The Ukrainian lady that, I don't know her name, I couldn't remember it from the sources, like the websites I seen off of, but, I've seen so many posts and I heard about it and I thought it was crazy. The Ukrainian lady that moved to the United States that just got off work and she was trying to ride the subway or ride the train home, and she had her work shirt on, her work hat on, had AirPods or headphones in, got on the train, sat in front of a man in a red hoodie, did nothing wrong, just was on her phone, just chilling, doing nothing to disturb anybody, did not cause any disturbance, nothing. After a little bit of time goes by in the surveillance video, you can literally watch the man like look like he's just like not all there, and he opens a pocket knife and just lunges at her, stabs her repeatedly, walks off, and she covers her face, and she falls into a fetal position in the floor of her chair and bleeds out and dies. I just something that I've looked into. The man that is being held accountable for this, he has multiple previous charges. Multiple were for domestic violence or assaults. There was, of course, there was other charges. I looked into it. There was some for not attending court. There was some for shoplifting, something for robbery. So he's had a lot of charges. I don't really know why he would be allowed like out on the streets. In my opinion, if he's had that many charges over the past few years, he shouldn't be allowed out and about like that. But then again, there's probably like he's probably served so much time for certain stuff. He was probably on probation or something like that. I don't know. I've not really got to look into that fully, but I just think it was crazy. She did nothing wrong to deserve what's happened to her, but she lost her life, moving to the country to get out of war from Ukraine and have a better life, and she lost it all that fast. And to make things even worse, there was a shooting in a Colorado school today. Um, I'm pretty sure it was about half an hour after the tragic loss of Charlie Kirk's life. Um, I don't know if a motive has been found out yet or anything like that, or like anything deep into detail. But I know that the shooter, he injured two students and then he ended up taking his own life. I just, it makes me sick to my stomach just thinking about just shootings in a school zone because those are children. Like they have so much life, even if it's in a high school. Those are children. They're figuring out their point, like their part of life, like their next stage, finding out where they want to go, like who they want to be, what they want to do. If somebody opens fire in that type of environment, that is taking from their possible, like their future career or their time with their family or any future memory they will ever be able to have. That's stripping it from them without them having an option. If that's something that is like up to them or not, it's out of their hands whenever they should be like they shouldn't just lose their life because somebody wants to take it from them. I'm not like I'm not wording this very well, but it makes me sick to my stomach just hearing about all that. And then I thought there was something else that happened. The University of Kentucky, there was a cheerleader that went to school there. She dressed up as a pregnant teen or like a pregnant mom or like a something like that last Halloween, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It was like a real pregnancy, but she played it off as a fake pregnancy. I guess she wore baggy clothes or something like that, or like she just played off like having weight gain to where no one would know she was pregnant. I don't know if people knew that she was pregnant or anything like that, but she had her baby. I don't know how long the baby lived for. I haven't looked too deep into it, but I know that apparently she put her baby in the closet. I don't know if the baby was already deceased whenever she put the baby in the closet, but her her baby was found dead in her closet. Thankfully, she was arrested and charged for the murder. Um, that makes me sick to my stomach because motherhood, like being a parent, like that's something you should cherish. Like I know, like parenting is not meant for everybody, but there's people in this world that can't have kids. They'll never be able to have kids, and that's basically just rubbing it in people's face that hey, I could have a kid, but I'm gonna take their chance to have a life away. It's unfair. It don't make no sense, and it never will, because things like this will always happen. People are always gonna be crazy and have like disgustingly insane moments. They're gonna keep doing shit like this probably, and it'll never end. The world is a disgusting place. It's a dangerous place, and it makes me terrified for the day that either I have kids or anyone that's part of my family has their next either set of kids or their first kids. Um, it makes me worry that like is is there gonna be like even more tragedies that happen, or what's the next step with all this stuff happening in the states and all this stuff happening in the world? Because like the Utah mayor, or the governor, just somebody that's a higher representative of Utah, said that they still had the death penalty for whenever they found that guy. I don't know if they're like institute if they're meaning they're going to give him the death penalty. It, it wouldn't be a shock because they're saying they still have it, so it's a high chance they would probably give it to him. But I just think it's crazy. All this stuff's happening in such a short period of time, and we're just into the last quarter of the year. You can't even just have time to make it to the holidays where you can celebrate with your families. Like my mind keeps going back to the Charlie Kirk situation. Like it's about to be Halloween next month. He can't even go with his kids to trick or treat. Like he don't even get to see them dress up for Halloween. He can't spend Thanksgiving with his like household family. He can't even see his kids on Christmas morning now. All because somebody decided to take that time from him and his kids and his wife and the world. Take time from them seeing him.